We go.
And we are
We're
live.
live. It's Wednesday. It's Wacky Wednesday. And it's already been a long mother week for me.
Like my shirt. I'm gonna show my shirt. Oh,
No, your shirt sucks.
that.
That shirt lies. It's a lie.
Oh, come on. Can't remember who got this for me either because I think this was a gift. I think it was one of the kids. So it is a wacky Wednesday. You can follow. Oh yeah, I should do this too. Boy, I'm running slow behind today.
You are slow.
Oh, kiss my ass.
Nope.
Yeah, bring this stuff.
I need special equipment to kiss something that bony and smelly.
Oh man, everything's all tangled. Hold on a second.
Hey, Ray. Joe's off key today, man. He doesn't even have his headphones on. He goes to pick them up. They're all tangled up.
Yeah, it's a real bitch, ain't it? Drop my glasses to boot.
Pretty much, but we're not in a sack.
Okay, hold on. There we go. That should be better. All right, now before I start,
I don't know, man.
I was going to share the link so people can join
He
us because
always
it's
he always
Wacky
seems to be.
Wednesday. So I shared the link.
Oh, there's a link.
There we go, and I pinned it.
If anybody wants to pop in, I guess. Oh man, yeah. It's only Wednesday, so it's technically Hump Day, and it's already been a long goddamn week.
Really, why has it been a long week?
Well, this is the very first time after a holiday that my route has not gotten any help because being closed Monday, I had to double up yesterday. I come in 2:30 in the morning to get started, expecting that I was going to have my pellet ice there so I can make my bags and everything. And nope, we were supposed to get two trucks in, and we never got one. So I had no pellet ice, so I could start my route. So I wasted 2.5 hours of my time because I had boxes of rice there, which are really really small pellet, and I had block there, which is already ready for me. Which I had those were part of some of the stuff I had to deliver. But I had no pellets, so I couldn't get started with anything. And the place that takes the rice and the block, I couldn't get in there until after 6. So
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do at 2:30 in the morning? Weigh that stuff up, load it on my truck, and just leave it sit there and ready until I can get in somewhere? So I didn't even clock in until a quarter to 5, and I put in almost a 12-hour day, and then they bitched at me telling me I could have put in a 14-hour day, and I'm like, how am I supposed to do that? Because we're on electronic logs now. And when you get within an hour of being at 12 hours, the freaking logs, the tablet goes off, like really, crazy noises and shit, letting you know that you're getting close.
right.
And no one ever told me how to actually set it for a 14-hour day because supposedly we're supposed to be allowed 14-hour day once a week. It's like, no, because we're using a short haul. The short haul is set for 12 hours because we stay in the city or in the area that we're at. We don't even go close to 100 air miles away. So anyway, I ran out of time, and I went and pushed everything I could over to today. Went in there today, got everything finally done and caught up. Took me, 2 days to do it, but it was bullshit because I never got any help, which I was supposed to have help. And I
Yeah.
asked him 2 weeks, and I asked him 2 weeks ago about it. I mentioned it to him, and then I mentioned it to him last week, and it's bullshit. But it is what it is, I guess. Uh huh. Got to copy me, huh?
Yeah, but the problem is she didn't. I can't find one that fits real well.
So yeah, I'm just I just had a bad freaking week already. And I've only worked 2 days. I work tomorrow and then I'm off Friday.
You're off Friday. Why are you off
I
Friday?
already told you because I'm taking Lisa to her appointment.
Oh,
Which reminds me, by the way, it's at Watertown Hospital. It's going to be a few hours that she's going to be there.
uh-oh.
Jasmine's going to be with me. Maybe I'll pop out over there and pester the shit out of you because it's actually supposed to be nice.
On when?
Friday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be home.
Why not?
I don't know. I'll find a reason.
Fuck you. And then that way that way Lisa can call you when she's ready because my phone don't get any reception out there. She can call your number and then I can know when she's ready to be picked up.
I gotta sit here and I gotta really do something about this.
Maybe I'll bring the scope with me and my fucking laptop and we'll fuck around with the shit. See what we can do
Now,
with it.
why would you do that?
I don't know.
Damn it.
Give us something to do.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, you said you and the Tanya said you guys wanted to do something this weekend.
Yeah, we're doing something this weekend.
Wanted to go somewhere.
We're already scheduled to go somewhere. I wrote it down in the book.
Where are you going?
No, you and I and we're supposed to go on the investigation on Saturday.
I got you, but listen, Leon's birthday's coming up. Kayla was talking about a party that on one of the weekends, and I don't know which weekend it was. She never specified. So, depending on the time frames,
Well, hopefully it'll work.
I'm hoping it does too. I'd like to get out there.
And by the way, just so you all know, I'll do it. I'll put it up here quick. If you haven't voted yet, second round started for the podcast awards. You want to vote Off the Rails for best comedy, us for best sci-fi, and Ron Perry for best entertainment. And just so you know, our website right there has been updated as of today. It's got some of the newer edited YouTube videos that we had guests. And let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to talk. I got this. I found this site. What was it? 50 Wisconsin facts that people didn't know about. Uh-oh.
Uh oh, Insane Asylum, you're on the air.
Oh, this one place went off. They went off. They were like some kind of research group, and they kept asking the same question over and over and over and over again on the answer machine. So anyway, this is 50 Wisconsin facts they never taught you in school. So you know about this one, right?
That's the troll way over in Mount Horrible.
Mount Horeb.
Mount Horrible.
And it's the Trollway.
That's what I said. It's the Trollway in Mount Horrible.
No, Mount Horrible, not
You
horrible.
didn't. You never picked up garbage over there. It's Mount Horrible.
How do you know? I work for Waste Management.
Because I actually got stuck in one of the damn. I was on a team setup with one of our guys, and we were in the very back of one of the residential areas doing some garbage, and some dipshit in a bobcat hit a fucking gas main,
Ah,
and we couldn't move for fucking
oh.
4 hours. We couldn't move.
And I suppose it was 90 degrees outside, no
I
wind,
was
and you were sweating up
pissed.
a storm too, right?
I don't remember that. I know I was pissed off. It was like son of a bitch. Yeah, we had just backed into the road. Okay, it was a dead end road, so we backed up to the end of it, so we could start pulling from either side, right? And we just stopped, and I'm looking. I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm looking, and this dumbass. All of a sudden, this dumbass just bolts, man.
I didn't know he
He
wasn't a smart
jumps.
ass.
He jumps out of the fucking bobcat and just bolts. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the guy that was with me was named John, and he's looking, and he goes, "Did he just?" And I'm like, "He hit a freaking gas line." So as soon as that happened, John shut the truck off, radioed dispatch, told him to get a hold of Mount Horeb PD and fire and tell them that this happened. And we had to sit there for 4 fucking hours until they were able to shut off that fucking gas
Yeah,
and make sure that everything was
there's another one for you.
okay. That was like fuck you.
All right, here's another one for you. Wisconsin is the only state to offer a master cheesemaker program. It takes 3 years to complete, and you need 10 years of cheese making experience before you can even apply as a candidate. Guess that's why the best cheese comes from Wisconsin, huh?
Huh? Cheese master, huh?
Now, the famous cheesehead hat,
Mm-hmm.
it actually debuted at a Brewers game. And it wasn't something that was started at a Packers game. It was popularized by Brewers outfielder Rick Manning when in a dugout photo of him wearing the now iconic wedge appeared in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel.
Whatever. It's still a Packers thing.
Well, whatever. Here you go. Wisconsin, this is number 4. Wisconsin was the first to institute a statewide income tax. Oh, and here's another one.
That's number
Number 5.
5.
A record-breaking 209,376 bratwursts were
We're
consumed
consumed
in
in
2010 at Madison's
Madison's
Bratfest.
Bratfest
You ever been there? That place is fucking nuts when you go.
once.
Yeah, I've only been
I
there
went
once and never
once,
again.
and I will never go again.
I mean, the food was good, don't get me wrong. The brats were fantastic.
That's
But,
because they're Johnsonville brats, but I have a reason to boycott
yeah,
them.
I get that. But that place was fucking nuts. Crowded as hell.
Oh, I know. I know. Let's see. Wisconsin repealed
Repealed
its
its law
laws enforcing
urging
prohibition in
prohibition
1929. 4
4
years
years
before the
before the
nation as a
nation as a
whole.
whole.
That makes sense. Bunch of
And,
fucking
and now
alcoholics
here,
up here.
number 7. In fact, the 21st Amendment, which did away with prohibition nationwide, was authored by
Authored by
Wisconsin
Wisconsin
Senator
Senator.
John J. Blaine.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
beer drinking state, man.
I told you, man. A bunch
But now
of
here's the
fucking.
sad part.
We're a bunch of fucking alcoholics up here.
Schlitz beer, the beer that made Milwaukee famous, is now owned by a Los Angeles-based Pabst Brewing Company, which also produces Old Milwaukee.
Yeah, Pap Schmear beer.
But that kind of sucks. I mean, some of those
Schlitz
beers
is
originated here, and they're getting made other
Schmazel,
places
Schmazel,
now.
Haas Pepper Incorporated. Oh, keep going, dude. What the hell?
Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it!
I'm gonna
Fuck, hold
slap you
on,
for that one. I'll bring that up so I can see it.
I screwed up.
Yeah, you did. You are a screw up. Keep
Okay,
going.
I gotta scroll it down. Hold on. The Wisconsin State Cow Chip Throw Festival, held in Sauk City and Prairie du Sac, is the world's largest celebration of bovine fecal matter.
Source: Wisconsin State Cow Chip Throw Festival via Facebook. And Sauk City and
Oh,
Prairie du Sac.
that's some cow shit right there.
You know that there has been um, campaigns trying to get the city, um, those two cities to fucking just combine and literally call themselves Sauk Prairie because everybody in the fucking area, anybody that is from this state, if you tell them, yeah, I'm going out to Sauk Prairie, they know exactly where the fuck you're going. Because it's a combination of Sauk City and Prairie du
There
Sac.
you go.
They've
Number
already
10.
combined.
All right.
No, listen. Sauk City and Prairie du Sac has already combined their police station and their fire station. Their fire and police are combined. Their fucking EMTs are combined.
Here you go. Barbie, the improbable
Improbably,
proportion
proportionate doll.
doll of a million career and wardrobe changes, comes from the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin.
She's a Wisconsinite.
The what?
The terrible towel waved by Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh Steelers
Steelers
fan
fans and is
is
actually
actually
manufactured by
manufactured by
MacArthur Towel and Sports of
Sports of
Baraboo.
Baraboo.
The first
The
ever
first
ice
ever
cream
ice cream
sundae
sundae was served on a
on a Sunday
Sunday in 1881 at Edward C. Birney's soda
Edward C.
fountain in Two
in Two
Rivers and
Rivers.
only cost a nickel. Wow.
The University of Wisconsin Madison fight song "On Wisconsin" is also the state song, although the lyrics differ
Differs
slightly.
slightly. The Iron Brigade,
The Iron Brigade,
the
the
bulk of
bulk
which was made up of members of the 2nd, 6th, 7th Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry Regiments, suffered the highest percentage of casualties of any brigade in the Civil War.
wow.
That explains a lot about some of those
Graves, all the different
cemeteries,
cemeteries
especially in
with the
the
Civil War
yeah.
graves. This song was originally written about the state of Minnesota, but was later changed to be about its next door
Next door
neighbor.
neighbor, basically
I don't know what
Wisconsin.
song it is.
I don't know.
All right, someone just says
Oh, I
Facebook
hope
user.
not.
Thunderstorms all day Saturday, just so you know.
I hope not.
I know I was looking at it on my phone too. And I was. Lisa said there's a freeze warning for Superior.
Oh, it is. That sucks. The battle. Where were we now? Yeah, the battle cry on Wisconsin was first uttered at the Civil War Battle of
Missionary
Missionary
Ridge
Ridge.
by then Lieutenant Arthur
Arthur
MacArthur
MacArthur
Jr.,
Jr.,
whose future little boy Dougie would grow up to be five-star General
General
Douglas
Douglas
MacArthur.
MacArthur.
Holy
Holy
shit!
shit.
That's pretty fucking
Fucking
cool.
cool. Confederate spy Belle Boyd, known as the something Cleopatra, was
Seshish Cleopatra was a Virginian by birth and loyalty, but she's become a posthumous unionist as she died and lies buried in Wisconsin Dells.
Door County takes its name from a dangerous sea passage where the waters of Green Bay join those of Lake Michigan. Early French explorers named it the I'm not
Port de
even
des Vorts or
or
Death's
Death's
Door.
Door. I've heard about that. Death's Door.
Is that an M or a V? Porta de Vorts or Porta
I
de Mortis?
I
I
don't
think it's
know.
Porta de
Or
Mortis.
Mortis. I think it's an M.
Yeah, Mortis is more.
Even when you look at it on the big screen, it's they've got it
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
such
weird
a
looking.
of a
I think
light
it's Porta
font.
de
They could have
Mortis
made it more of a darker font or
or
bold or
Porta de
something.
Mortis.
All right.
The Milwaukee newspaper editor and printer created the QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
What the hell's the QWERTY keyboard?
I don't know. During the summertime, the
I'm not a
population of
typist.
Dord County explodes, reaching almost 10 times the number of year-round residents. Holy shit. That's it. Well,
Must be a popular area.
where is Dord County? Is that Wisconsin? No, Wisconsin
Yes,
Dells is in. Oh, well, that's why.
it's up north of Green Bay.
Hmm.
It's north of Green Bay.
Okay. The Wisconsin Dells has the world's largest concentration of water parks all in one area.
Yeah,
8
water.
indoor and
That's why they
3
call it.
outdoor with more than 200 water slides and 16 million gallons of water.
That's why in the commercials they call it the world's largest water park.
The Noah's Ark Water Park in the Dells is the largest outdoor water park in the United States.
That's why they call the Dells the water park capital of the world.
Here we go. Milwaukee Summerfest attracts up to 1 million visitors per year, which has earned it a
A
Guinness
Guinness
World
World Record,
Record citation as the world's
world's
largest
largest
music
music
festival.
festival.
Wow. And I've
That's
never
cool.
been there.
Nor have
I've
I.
lived here in
And we're not getting
Wisconsin
it.
all my
We didn't
fucking
get to
life,
go
and I've
this
never
year.
been to
We didn't
Summerfest.
get to go this year
We got
because of
close
this
last year. I
virus.
mean, we were close to the grounds last
Oh, I
year.
know, but we weren't there when they were
No,
having it.
no, we weren't there when they were having it. No, that would have been cool though, because we could have taken.
The Infinity
You know,
Room at the House on the Rock in Spring Green has 3,264 windows.
I knew that. I've been to the House on the Rock like three
I've never,
times.
I have, I the only time I've ever been to the House on the Rock, I've been there twice, and both times I was there to deliver.
Nope,
I was
I've
there
actually been
delivering
there to
shit.
tour the place
I
twice,
didn't get
three
a chance
times.
to walk through or anything.
Twice when I was a kid, and once with Brenda.
Okay, another monster critter, an enormous statue of a badger, once sat atop a Burnhamwood gas
Gas
station
station.
gift store that was housed in his log. The Badgers got a new
gig now.
Gig now. He's
He's
welcoming
welcoming
patrons
patrons
to see
to
the
see the
naked ladies at the Northern
Northern
Exposure
Exposure
Gentlemen's Club.
Gentlemen's Club.
They spelt naked wrong, but
Yeah.
whatever.
The first kindergarten classes in the United States were held in 1856 at the home of a German couple residing in Watertown.
There
Oh,
you
that's
go.
where I live.
No.
Yeah, I live in Watertown.
That is she saying that was the Octagon House?
Was that the Octagon House? Is that what you said? No, it's a cabin that sits on that property of the Octagon House. That's what
Cool.
Tanya said.
Cool.
The sign that used to mark the Business 51 exit on southbound I-39 managed to misspell every single word except for exit.
Rothschild came out
Came out
as
in
Rothschild. Schofield.
Schofield,
Uh, they
and the sign makers even managed to
to
mess
mess up
up the word
the word
business.
business.
Seriously.
More like seriously. Wow.
Wisconsin produces more cheese than any other state in the nation, and
And
no,
no, this
this
does
does
not
not
include
include
those
those foam
foam
cheese
cheese hat.
hats worn by the Packer fans.
I believe that Wisconsin cheese is the absolute best in this nation.
Well, what did we read earlier about what it takes to be, become
Oh,
a
I know,
master or
I know.
cheesemaker or
I'm saying
whatever?
though,
You
I
got to have
actually
10 years experience
no.
before you
Check
can
this
even
out. Check this out.
apply.
I was the lead. I was the lead person at a pizza place out in California, and because I am originally from California, but Gina moved me out here. I got acquainted with Wisconsin, and I love it out here because of all the different things that are available to you. But when we
Well,
moved back for that couple of years we were there, I was the lead driver, lead person for this guy, and
oops.
he would give me shit about the fact that he was using California cheese all the time. And I said, you really want to make your pizzas good, and I mean literally make them good, get Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, you see most of those pizzas in like the freezers in the
Uh
stores.
huh.
Most of them have made with real Wisconsin cheese
Yeah, I know.
stickers on
There
them.
is a lot of them, but he kept arguing with me, and I told him I've made a bet with him. He lost so many times to me. It's really funny as hell because I bet him. I said, all right, fine.
You
You
want to make
get.
something good, use the
I don't
Wisconsin
know. I told
cheese.
him this. I
Can't go
said. I
wrong.
said, fine. Get a brick of Wisconsin cheese and get a brick of California cheese. It could be any cheese you want. They have to be the same make though.
Hmm.
Same style. So he got a small brick of Wisconsin cheddar, and he got he used California cheddar.
Yeah, and you
So
tried them both.
I go okay, and I said now you do this, and don't tell me what one's what. And all you got to do is cut off a piece and give me 1 cup of water, one glass of water.
No, hold
Cut
on.
off a piece of each.
Here's another fact about cheese. Quick. Okay, it's right under that one. About 90% of the milk from Wisconsin cows is used to make cheese.
Hmm. Now he did not believe me, and I told him. I said, "Now I'll taste both of them, and I will tell you exactly which one is which cheese." And so he didn't tell me which one was which. He hands them to me on a plate, and I'm like, okay. And I pick it up and I look at it, and I just kind of like do like this and kind of rub it between my fingers a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take a bite out of it, and I chew it, and I swallow it, and I put that back down, and I take the water and I swish it in my mouth to get the taste of
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
out.
yeah.
And he gives me the other one, and I did the same thing. And I take a bite of it, and I taste it, chew it up, and put it back on the plate. And then he goes, "Okay, which is which?" And I said, "Well, the first one you gave me was Wisconsin cheese." He goes, "Yeah, how do you know that?" And I said, "Because when I rubbed it between my fingers, I didn't get any crappy dye or anything off of it, for one, and it did what it was supposed to do. It kind of
Yeah.
rolled up a little bit, and then when I bit into it, it was firm, and it was almost a snap whenever I bit it in half, and then and then you could taste the sharpness of the cheddar in there."
Right.
And he kind of chuckles. He goes, "And what? Why? And then what about the California cheese?" And I said, "Well, it left this orangish yellow shit all over my fingers
Well, it's all we were
because of
also
the
the
dye
best.
in there."
Yeah.
And then I said, "It's really soft cheese. It's not properly aged, for one. And then whenever you chew it, it's like chewing bubblegum."
And that's why we're known as the dairy state.
And that's why we have the absolute best cheese you'll ever find in
Oh yeah.
anywhere.
Cheese curds too. Woo.
I'm telling you, man. Wisconsin
Anyway,
cheese, I never really thought about it when I was in California, but man, I come out here and I got my taste of Wisconsin cheese. I can't have any other. If I was to move back to California, I'd have to fucking import Wisconsin cheese if I wanted cheese, because I would not be able to handle eating any of that shit that they call cheese in California.
well, the yeah, you get spoiled after a while, I guess. It's a
I'm
good way to
telling
put
you,
it.
we here in Wisconsin have the absolute best fucking cheese you'll ever find. And there's a place up on the other side of Randolph. It's just
Randolph.
just north of Randolph.
Excuse me.
That's off of County Road G up there. I think it's 73. And you take 73 out of Randolph, and you catch G and head to the west just a little ways. It's called Salemville Cheese Factory, and it is a Amish run cheese factory. They specialize in making um, blue cheese.
Right.
But okay, that's their specialty. But they make batches of Swiss cheese, regular Swiss, not the lace, not the Lorraine, not it's just and not baby Swiss. This is regular Swiss cheese. This cheese, it literally, when you bite into it, it literally tastes like it's melting in your mouth. It's
Probably
got
is.
it's got this buttery,
Okay, enough with the cheese. You're making me
delicious
hungry.
taste to it. And I want to get my uh, I bought like a 1 pound thing of it that day when I was there. This is when I was working for Straight Shot. But I want to get my ass back up there. I want to get some of that fucking cheese, that and the blue cheese they got, because I love blue cheese. But yeah, that was the best fucking Swiss. Then there's a place out by Broadhead that makes a Munster that just to die for.
Here, you
You get
want
those two
something else?
together. You get those two together, and
Shall
that makes the
here, I'm
best.
skipping one here, but here, you want to be on the cheesecake? Chalet Cheese Corporation in Monroe is one of only two U.S. companies still producing Limburger, the world's stinkiest cheese.
People tell you that Limburger, if you can get past the smell, it's one of the best tasting cheese out there. Uh-uh.
I don't know about that. My dad
No.
brought that home one day, and here to try this, and it's like, oh, I gagged. I couldn't get over the gag reflexes. It still probably had something to do with the smell. All right, here we go. The giant muskie also contains
A
a
memorial to
memorial to
Herman,
Herman,
a
a
16 and a
16 and a
half
half inch
inch night crawler.
nightcrawler.
Who
who
appeared on the
appeared
Tonight
on
Show
the
in the
Tonight
late?
Show in the late night with David Letterman. Not only was Herman intelligent, but he was also able to paint.
Telegenic.
But he was also able to paint using his entire body as a brush and to shoot a tiny basketball. Okay.
Okay, that's weird.
That's really weird. What are we ever gonna get off the fucking cheese?
No,
Celebrity cheeseheads include Lil Wayne, Larry the Cable Guy, Big Poppy, David Ortiz. Jeez. Here we go. The city of Rhinelander has its only mythical beast,
has its own mythical beast,
the
the Hodag.
Hodag, which is sort of a horned frog thing. A captive Hodag was exhibited at the Oneida County Fair, but sadly was revealed to be a hoax. See? It is a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to try to figure that one out. There's some weird shit on there about Wisconsin, I tell you what.
I tell you what.
Alright, that's enough about weird Wisconsin. I'm learning too much in one day about this state. Some of that stuff I'm not sure I wanted to know. But if it's not raining on Saturday, which somebody says it's supposed to,
Yeah, I don't know who that is. It just says Facebook user.
yeah, I know. And it doesn't say over here either. But if it's not raining, I want to go back to Weary Road. And second, I'm thinking that we need to get back to Seven Bridges Trail again
Yeah.
with our better equipment and stuff too. We didn't even have that bionic ear thing when we were down in Seven Bridges Trail. And I think we weren't we down there during the day.
Kind of just before dusk, because it was right after the podcast awards thing.
Well, I know this rain's got to fucking stop because if it don't stop soon, we're gonna be screwed at the end of the month.
Yeah, I know. Because that's one of them I definitely want to get to.
Man, that's like I'm looking forward to that. But I also got a new book that had a lot of weird shit about Wisconsin in it. Some of that stuff about the ghosts, we might have to check into.
What's that one?
The one I was showing to you earlier. That Hidden Headlines book by Chad Lewis.
Yeah.
It's got a chapter all about ghosts in here. And there's like a talks about one in La Crosse, Palmyra. Has got a haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Fuck me.
yeah, there's a lot of,
Well,
and it's a pretty big chapter on the ghosts.
I'm on a different page. I came over here and opened up a new page and was kind of looking. That's what it's showing here. Saturday the 12th. Thunderstorms.
You gotta be shitting me.
Nope.
Oh, that's gonna suck. because we can't go back out
and
there on if it's fucking
your
raining.
our temperature is going to be 71 and for the high and 55 for the low.
You know, this whole year has kind of sucked for investigations.
This whole year's kind of got us all screwed.
Yeah. But I'd stay tuned. I mean, Friday we've got Christopher Kai House. And boy, that guy is going to be a real interesting guest.
Yep, yep, interesting here. And
I
then
might have
looking on my phone, I got a weather thing on my phone too.
to, you got
So
a
it
weather thing on your phone.
shows Friday night it's gonna have rain, and then going into Saturday it's gonna be thunderstorms.
Oh, come on. You know, and
I'm
you know,
not making this up. I'm looking at it right
we got a
now.
pretty decent guest and just watch the power go out on one of us. That would suck.
Yeah, that
Especially
would
if it
suck.
goes out on me because I want to see if I can make it to that. I signed up for Thunderdome, and so far, from what I can tell, and for you that don't know, Thunderdome is their new way of watching WWE events live, where you're in the audience on like a television screen, kind of streaming in. They've got some pretty strict rules about that. I've noticed, and but I want to see what it's like. So I got a chance, and the last few times I tried, it closed quickly. So, but there's just this weather's got to stop. It's got to get nicer again, so we can get out.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir, man. I want to get my ass back down to Lee's place.
Yeah, that there's a lot on my list still that we need to get to
I know, but
next.
right now, seriously, right now, since we got all this equipment and I got this new scope, I want to get back down to Lee's and do an overnight.
I get you, but if it's too flooded there, we can't. I mean, come on.
Well, I know this.
You know, and the cool part of that is we're not going to be alone for this time.
Right.
So,
Well, because
oh,
I
and
believe Kayla's going with.
well, I'm talking
And
about
then,
meeting up with Dale.
I know, and then Dale's going to meet up with us up there.
Get this. All right. So we got Christopher Kai House this Friday, 6 p.m. We've got,
Well, you ain't
excuse
going to
me,
make it to Friday with your COVID cough.
Alice and Jorlin, Wednesday the 16th. And this has been confirmed as of today. He just said to get a hold of him a couple of days prior to remind him. But he said, I didn't forget about you guys. You know, I just want you to just, give me a reminder so that we're, a couple of days beforehand so that I know what's going on and I don't forget. And that's the William Harder. And we're going to be talking Charles Manson that day on the 23rd.
Had to be the Wednesday the
That's,
23rd.
yes, Wednesday the 23rd of this month.
Yep.
So he confirmed that this morning, by the way. So we've got some guests lined up, and then, like I said, like we told Dale when we talked to him last time, he's welcome to come on anytime, and we need to get him back and a few others back. And
Hmm.
I'm going to be working on that as soon as I can. But, with some of these people doing a lot of the virtual book tour type things and stuff like
I
that,
know.
they're kind of booked for a while. So, And then people don't forget to vote. I know it's not a nice link like last time, but this is the way they're doing it to us. So
Yeah, they're
if you
kind of
haven't
goofing
voted, you've
everything.
only got until the 15th, and then round two is closed and it's all over with. This is the final round. So we're up against another one, and then there's Off the Rails for Best Comedy is who you want to vote for if you don't know. We'll give you a little
Yep.
help there. And then Ron Perry for Best Entertainment. But if you want to take a listen to them and really compare, you know, that's your choice too. So, but that should be fun. But I'm looking forward to that Manson talk too. I've been looking at some of that guy's stuff, and yeah, it should be interesting. Very, very interesting. So,
Well, yeah, I think that would be an interesting one, and it
well,
will fall in the paranormal region, so we can share with everybody out there all the groups that we're
our
involved with.
guest on Friday is going to be interesting too because not only does he do the paranormal, but
He does that movie review thing, right?
I'm about to tell you what something here in just a second.
Oh,
It's oh
did
man,
you ever check to see if that fan would fit and see if
uh,
it worked?
nope, I haven't.
That's typical of you.
I know, I'm a lazy fucker.
You gotta find a
I
power
gotta
plug for it.
I gotta
To
find a new fucking what you call it now too.
a new what you call it?
Well, I'm running off the built in to the system Ethernet card. The other one took a shit,
Well, I can probably scrounge one of
and
those up for you.
I had a really nice one in there.
Yeah, and I've probably got a couple of really nice ones laying here in my
All
junk
right,
drawers.
now this guy is co-founder and co-director of the Milwaukee Twisted Dreams Film Festival. Okay, so that's one of those things that you know kind of go along these lines, but somebody doesn't let me watch the horror movies anymore. You know, that's the other thing. I got into a conversation with Tom today. Oh my god, about all the fucked up shit Hollywood's doing.
Well, this year has been kind of a screwed up year for Hollywood or any of them
Doesn't
for
matter,
making
but
movies.
still, I get that. But
But
you think
prior to
maybe they'd take
this,
the time
prior
and
to
get an
this, the shit they've
imagination or
been
find
doing.
one.
Now I know the prior to this, the shit they've been doing. Yeah, they need to fucking get their heads out of their ass.
You know, I mean, I'd be a bad critic. I'd be one of them ones that'd be hated really
Dude,
bad.
you and I would be the best Siskel and Ebert team up
Oh,
that
they'd
they'd
hate
ever
me.
have.
I'd be the I'd be the most hated critic out there. I would. I'd be the most hated movie critic out there because I don't like a goddamn thing that they're doing. I
I
don't.
don't like what they're doing either.
I
All
mean,
the
some of
fucking
the stuff.
remakes and the
All
fucking
right,
reboots and all this other shit.
some of the stuff
It's
out
like
there is all
seriously,
right. Some of the stuff is out there is cool. I really did like things like the Harry Potter series, but that was credited to the because of the writer, and they did cast that pretty decent. Okay,
not
or
just
or
that.
the or the
It's not,
Twilight series, but
see, there's where you and I differ. I'm not that hip on the Twilight series.
but the thing about the some of those hero movies that you and I get into, the Marvel and the DC movies, they've screwed some of those up big time.
Not Marvel.
You know,
Marvel has literally been eating everybody's fucking lunch.
well,
and I mean
All right,
everybody's.
I haven't seen a Marvel one that I haven't liked, but like the Fantastic Four one where they
That's not that
recasted
one wasn't
those.
an
I
official.
know
That was not an official Marvel movie.
that one where they casted because
That
they need
newest
to be
one,
politically correct or something.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking and what they were trying to do, but that one, I don't even consider that a Fantastic Four. If I had to if I had to categorize that, I'd call that a fucking knockoff.
And that one Hawk movie sucked.
Oh, now the one with
The one
Edward
with
Norton
the
was a
one
good
with
one. The
Edward
other
Norton.
one,
No, yeah, well, that one
the
sucked
one with
too.
Edward Norton
No, he
was
sucked
not
as
that
David
bad.
Banner.
Okay, it was
They
not. It was
casted
not
that
as
wrong.
bad. It was not. They did cast it wrong, but it was not as bad as you're making it to be. That one, he actually went
Well, the
up against
storyline was
Abomin.
good. The
Yeah, he
storyline was
actually went up
good,
against Abomination in that one,
but the
and then
person they picked to
that one
play,
also opened up the the possibilities of the brainy guy. I can't even remember his name now, but because he got that like cut on his head and got knocked down, and some of the blood dripped on his cut. Some of Banner's blood dripped on his cut, and then his head started
yeah,
going
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
his alter ego like
Yeah,
guy.
I can't remember. I can't remember who that what that
I can't
character
remember what
was.
that character's name was.
I didn't like Norton. I don't like Norton very much anyway because to me he's not a good actor. But
Yeah,
the movie itself, the storyline, and the way they did things in it was good. Um, and then you also had um, the same actor that played the general in that one was also in the end of Iron Man in the bar scene. He was also I think he was also in another end credit on one of them, and they were setting him up. This is what was said that they're setting him up to be the Red Hulk.
oh jeez. Well, here, get this. I just looked something up since we're on the movie kick. Okay.
You started it.
Friday, January 15th, 2020, nationwide, Mortal Kombat.
You know how
They,
badly they fucked up the Mortal Kombat?
I don't think they've been
Turning
able
it
to.
into a movie, they fucked it up so bad.
Well, I don't know. Street Fighter was even worse.
Street Fighter was bad too. Now, Raul Julia's role in there was really good. He did well as Bison, but they
Well,
could
I
have picked
like the guy.
somebody else. They could have
I
picked
like the
somebody
guy
else to
that
be Guile.
I did like the guy that played Raiden.
Oh
They
yeah,
did pick
Christopher
it. They
Lambert.
did. They did cast Raiden very well when they picked
They
Christopher.
cast
Yeah,
Raiden
Christopher.
the with the right person. That was
Yeah,
actually the right person because Christopher Lambert is one of the best. He's one of the few that is a really good actor like that. He did. I liked his role in Highlander. It's Connor McLeod.
yeah, yeah.
Now that now you got me onto Highlander. Highlander, the first one, really good movie. The second one, what the fuck were they trying to achieve?
I have no idea.
Because it had nothing to do with the first one.
No,
Not a
but
damn thing, except for the fact that he was Connor McLeod.
except that
And in that one, they were showing that he actually wasn't human. He was a fucking alien.
well, they did that, and then they had the
That doesn't make sense.
yeah. See, that's the thing that pisses me off, and that's why Hollywood wouldn't like me because I would criticize them too much for this. They take things too far. Let's look at Leprechaun. We go, Leprechaun went to space. Oh, even Hellraiser went to space at some
Yep.
point. You know. Oh, and then we're gonna cross over Freddy versus Jason. Okay, I get that. Okay, I get that. Okay, I get those ones where it's Freddy versus Jason, the Predator versus Alien. et cetera, et cetera,
Well,
et cetera. I get those,
the
okay?
Predator, the
Because when
Predator
we
and
were kids,
Alien
no, let me
movies.
finish this. When we were kids, it's always you're sitting there watching TV and you're like, who would beat who in a fight, Genie or Bewitched? You know,
Well,
Samantha
that's
from
that's why
Bewitched,
MTV
or
came out with their
Batman
Celebrity Death
or
Match.
Superman, right?
That's why MTV did their Celebrity Death Matches.
I miss those. I do. I miss that. Hell, I miss MTV like it used to be.
Um, but yeah, I know. I know. Now it's just shit. It's shit TV. It's not even MTV. But for the Alien and the Predators, those were meant to be crossovers. Those were meant to be that because the Predators and the aliens were they were a creation of fucking piece of shit. AVG pops up there or something. The aliens were a creation of the ancestors, the ancients, and the predators were also a creation of them or of theirs. The predators started being like hunters and they hunt for trophy and sport, and then that's why they that they started hunting the alien species.
Yeah.
And because in Predator 2, and a lot of the fans wanted this because they started doing it in the comic books too. But a lot of the fans of the movies wanted the crossovers like that where you had predators going after the aliens. And because in Predators 2, if you remember Danny Glover's character when he followed the one back to the ship and killed it, it was in the trophy room. You could see the alien skull on the fucking on the wall.
Yeah, well, they just I still think sometimes they just overdo things, you know. Or or still, this is an argument you're always going to agree with me on. What the fuck was with Season of the Witch? Why wasn't that a standalone?
Dude, that had nothing to that did not belong in the Halloween
No
series at
series, no.
all, man.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
I mean, it was a good movie, don't get me wrong, but still.
But no, that had nothing, not a fucking thing to do with Michael Myers or any of that shit.
Well, just some movies should be.
That
Some
was
movies
that.
shouldn't be.
Yes, that should have been a standalone movie. If they would have made that a standalone movie and they didn't have to fucking name it Halloween Season of the Witch, they could have just named it Season of the
Son of the
Witch.
Witch. Yeah, plain and simple.
Plain and simple. It would have been an awesome standalone movie.
Yep.
But no, they had to say this was number 3 of the Halloween series, and
Number 3, my ass. Everybody's expecting,
it's like, wait a
Michael
minute.
Myers. Where
There's
the
no
hell is
Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers?
There's no
Jamie Lee
Jamie
Curtis.
Lee Curtis in there. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no psycho in a mask running around killing people with a knife.
Yeah, you don't have the doctor
No.
trying to
You
warn
don't have the
people.
doctor trying to warn people or anything. You have the kids wearing the silver shamrocks
3 more days till
masks.
Halloween. Halloween. 3 more days
They
till
say Halloween,
Halloween.
silver
Silver
shamrock.
Shamrock. Yeah.
I do. I have that movie on digital, by the way,
Yeah, I
if you
got
ever
it
want
somewhere. I've got it up on this shelf of God knows how many movies.
No, I've got it digital on my computer.
I mean, it's just some of these movies got taken too far. Yeah.
Well, Hellraiser's got like 9 or 10,
I don't. After
and
3,
that's
they
like,
should have stopped. After 3, they should have stopped. After 3 Leprechauns, they should have stopped. After, you know, Friday the 13th was
dude,
contracted to do
dude,
13 from the
no,
beginning,
no,
and they've
with
surpassed
Leprechaun,
that.
no, with Leprechaun, when he made his joke about brass balls and sparking, that
Yeah.
should have been it for that series. There was no topping that.
That was three. That was three.
That's what I
That was
said.
three.
There's
I
no
used to.
top. There was no topping that joke. Yeah, I know you used to know that joke, and you'd fucking say it all the time.
There once was a man named. There once was a man from Matras whose balls were made of fine brass, and in stormy weather they'd both clang together, and sparks would fly out of his ass.
There you go. That limerick. After that limerick, no, 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 no. You can't top
That,
that one. Come
that was
on.
the one. That was three when they were in Vegas, and he was yeah, and the guy, and think about this now. The guy, I can't think of his name, that played
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis, that played that, has been. He was also in the Harry Potter movies, and
Yes,
before that,
and he did a movie called
before the
Willow.
yeah, I was just gonna say he was in the movie, that great old movie Willow. That was
Yep,
a classic. That was a good one.
he was in Willow.
See, they don't make good movies like back then, you know,
Dude, I mean, look at the movies that we had whenever we were growing up. The cool ones, like Zapped.
or Labyrinth,
Labyrinth. The Labyrinth is really good. Oh, Labyrinth, by the way, is on
or
is
or the
on
never
Amazon Prime if you wanted to see it.
the never ending
Never
story.
Ending Story. Never Ending Story is really good. You had Weird Science.
Oh yeah,
Weird Science, man.
real
Now,
genius.
tell me, when you watched that movie, when you watched Weird Science back in the '80s, did you not sit there wishing that that was possible to make your own woman?
Fuck yeah, but I knew better.
Yeah, but still,
I mean, I'm not gonna sit there with him.
would that not have been fucking cool? And yes, Real Genius. That was a really good one too.
That was the first time I saw Deborah Foreman. Man,
It's like Ken, Ken, this is God, Ken.
and, yeah, but there was that one scene
How
where
do I know it's God?
Val
Quit touching
Kilmer
yourself, Ken.
Val, Val Kilmer's character was in the professor's house,
Yep.
and and
And
and Deborah,
he did it all
Deborah
up with
Foreman.
popcorn.
Yeah, but this was before that. He met Deborah Foreman in that house,
Ah,
and she said something about, well, can you pound a nail through wood with your penis or something like that? She asked him, or some smart ass comment. Anyway, yeah, that was the first time I saw her. She did My Chauffeur.
yeah.
Remember that movie,
Yeah.
My Chauffeur, or My Tutor? There was
My
another.
tutor. I think it was my tutor.
No, there's My Chauffeur and My Tutor. They're
Yeah,
two
but it's
different
not the same
movies.
woman that plays it.
No,
The characters in that one.
Deborah Foreman was in My Chauffeur.
No, 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 no. Here's one. Here's one. I just thought of it. This one. When you watch this one, when you seen this one, and you seen that fucking scene when Reinhold quit his job and he came home and he was in the bathroom, and you seen that scene
Phoebe Cates.
exactly.
What's the first thing you think of? Phoebe Cates.
And what movie are we talking about?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh, listen. Oh, that's my skull.
Hmm, I don't know. Mr. Hand,
Oh, Mr. Han,
my
what are
favorite
you
Martian.
doing here?
Mr. Hand, aka my favorite
My favorite
Martian.
Martian.
It's surprising you see
What was
stuff like
his name?
that.
Spicoli?
Yeah, Jeff Spicoli.
Spicoli?
That was Sean Penn.
Well, Mr. Spicoli, since you decided that you needed to waste some of my time in the classroom, I figured I would come here and waste some of your time.
I love the part where he orders the pizza right there.
Orders a pizza, has it delivered to the classroom, and Mr. Hand's like, well, I guess we should share,
You
right,
know,
Mr. Spicoli?
and then there was Now, you
Oh
want to
man, that
talk
is so.
movies?
That's
That movie, that
fucking.
movie takes me back to some things that happened during my high school years.
Lord, I know.
Or
Or
here's another good
the
one:
shit we used to get into. I tell you.
Dazed and Confused,
Oh yeah,
or
Dazed and Confused was awesome too.
Half Baked with David Chappelle,
No, let's see. Half Baked was David Chappelle and
uh, Jim Brewer,
yeah, Jim Brewer.
the guy that kind of
Sucks to be you, man.
looks like Jack Nicholson.
It sounds like from a dude from when he sings, he sound like ACDC. Come on, help me out. I can't remember the dude's name.
Jim Brewer.
No, when Jim Brewer would do that and sing, he'd sound like
Oh,
Brian
he did.
Johnson.
Yeah, he did Hokey Pokey.
Yeah, he sounds like he literally sounds like Brian Johnson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did that really good too. He did a AC/DC version of Hokey Pokey.
I
Like, wouldn't it
know,
be cool if AC/DC did Hokey Pokey, man?
man. They tear it up. uh,
Yeah, and he was from SNL.
yeah, yeah. He played Goat Boy.
And it's funny because out of that bunch, the original bunch, okay, which is from my generation, I grew up watching the original SNL. So you had Dan Aykroyd.
Wait, you don't think I grew up watching that?
All right, let's see if
I watched it when
we
Belushi was
had.
on there.
I'm saying we had Dan Aykroyd, we had John Belushi, we had, which gave birth to the Blues Brothers,
Yep,
and we had Chevy Chase,
Chevy Chase was on there.
Eddie Murphy,
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Morris, Gilda
Mm-hmm.
Radner,
Yep.
um, Lorraine Newman, Jane Curtin was her name. Because it was that famous sign,
Jane,
you
you
ignorant
ignorant
slut.
slut.
That was during one of their fake news
Yep, that was
broadcasts.
during one of their news
And
broadcasting.
Dan Aykroyd was the guy that said it.
Yes, he was.
And then you had Chevy Chase, and you had so many famous musical guests from the 70s on there, and so many famous Steve Martin. He was a classic host on there quite often. And then you
Hmm.
had that what was it, Joe? He's like a governor or senator or something. He was that one from Minnesota.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Oh, damn it! No, I'm gonna have to do a look up.
Anyway, but yeah, I remember from the beginning stuff like that. You know, from when it first started. Um, let's see what are the other other cool movies that we grew up with. Young Frankenstein,
That was
Gene Wilder,
Gene Wilder. High Anxiety,
Terry Garr was in that too, by the way.
Mr. Mom.
No, Young Frankenstein, Terry Garr was in that.
Yeah, he was also in Mr. Mom.
Yeah, that's the one where you get Gene Wilder in the revolving fireplace, and he gets stuck in it. He's like, put the candle back.
Yeah, I still like the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I know.
with Gene Wilder.
Yeah, and actually, that was not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Well, whatever, Willy
That was
Wonka and the
Willy
chocolate.
Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
And here's the other one. How many of those great films he made with Richard Pryor?
Oh yeah, Silver Streak. See no evil, hear no evil.
Silver Streak, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and then what was the other one? Stir Crazy,
Stir crazy.
the one they went to jail.
Yeah,
And
one
then
where he dressed up like a chicken.
do you know who that big guy was that was in the cell that they got put in the cell with?
God, I can't remember.
He was a famous wrestler at the time. The really big guy. King Kong Bundy.
Bundy.
That was back in the Andre the Giant, early Andre the Giant days when Bobby Heenan managed him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think we're done.
Yep.
It's been an hour.
Hour and
So,
10.
we've got some good upcoming guests soon. So,
And if weather fucking behaves, we'll be hopefully getting out somewhere in a couple of
twice this
weeks.
month. But it doesn't look good for this Saturday.
I know. I'm sorry.
It sucks, but what hell? You know, Mother Nature, that bipolar bitch needs to
Don't
get back on
forget,
her
if you
fucking
haven't
toes.
voted yet, go
Yeah,
vote.
please vote. We're
Surveymonkey.com.
up for our first award.
Yes.
So vote
Remember
Insane
us
Asylum.
in the
And
Insane Asylum, Utterly Insane Productions. Don't know if that's up there, but it's Insane Asylum.
it'll be up there as
And then you
Insane
got
Asylum.
Off the Rails with Tom and Mark and Mully. And who's the other one?
Ron Perry,
Ron Perry. Thank you.
Best of Entertainment.
Yes. And have fun. Stay safe.
Till next time.
And we'll see you guys Friday.
And don't forget to visit our website. It's been updated.